everyone. Welcome to Mandela Effects After Dark. We are so sorry it is so much after dark, but right now I'm going to add Jeff to the stage and Jeremy, who are both joining me for the meantime at least. Jeremy will not be staying the whole time, but at least he's here for a little bit. How are you tonight, Jeff?
Doing good. You?
I am hanging in there. These back-to-back shows are hard.
I just wanted to say one thing. Hello, everybody, and thanks you guys for doing this, for being on my show. Like you said, back-to-back shows are hard, and I really do appreciate that.
Oh, really? It's no problem. It was my own fault. Well, not my own fault. I don't know if you saw my post. When I was putting the show together Friday and Saturday, I kept getting hit with error after error after error. Storage full, storage full, storage full. And I looked at the storage, and there was less than a gigabyte remaining of a 250 gigabyte iPad. So I had to just spend Saturday cleaning it out. It took hours, and I am happy to report that I have 15 gigabytes free now, and everything's running a lot better. And that's why we had to do the show on Sunday night this week again. So everything's all better now. But I needed to postpone a day, and that's okay with me, because you know what? Things will run a little bit smoother now. And right now I am trying to get to the real chat, the YouTube chat, because Streamyard tells me like the last 10 people, and that's it. Let me see who's here. Right now, all I can see is Neo Freak, Boston Ray, Mudslun Adventures is in the chat. Jackie McCarran's in the chat. Cubert, Splatter 420, Dave the Damo, Kim Ray is here. Ken Raz is here. Noise Guru in the studio, aka Michael Fontaine. Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine?
Michael Fontaine?
In the studio. We also have Bit of Venom, Go-Kart Bob. I think I said Go-Kart Bob, but I said it again. It's okay. I said Dave Damo, right? I think I did. GT 1982 Mustang is here. I'm scrolling, guys. And I think that's it so far. Pushing probably passed out. Curious&Curiouser's in the chat. You have a link. You're welcome to jump in if you'd like.
Yeah, I even gave her a link to my show as well.
Ah. Was she in your chat?
Yes.
She may have been. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I didn't see her there.
Wait, no, you're right. She wasn't there.
She was probably at work. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so guys, we're gonna jump right into it tonight. The paranormal files is really just one file, and then one of those hear what you want to hear is to cheer us up afterwards. And then we're going to get into the recordings we made on Hebrew show. And then we'll get to the Mandela effects. So it's a very short paranormal files this week. But it's worth looking at. Because I really want to know if you think this is real or not. Because some of the things I'm seeing, I mean, anything can be done with video editing nowadays, but this one's kind of convincing. And, yeah, I just want to know what you guys are thinking when you see this. And I do have photos to back it up. So here we go. Without further ado. Jeff, you are already on the screen and ready to go. This is just an image. There's nothing special about it.
I'm Callan, and this is Slack.
Okay, so what is this now?
This is the one thing we're looking at. It was on the YouTube channel Slap Tam. I believe the name of the TikTok account. Oh, it's something Pug. He's probably going to say it. Hello, Roulier, Benjamin.
Damn, boy, we've got an absolute banger for you today, full of the creepiest video clips going around the internet right now. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. In this video, uploaded to the TikTok account Smug Puppy, we see something unnerving captured on their security system. Take a look.
Oh, perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity. Camera on.
Yeah, it's on.
There appears to be an object hovering in midair.
This way a bit.
The man tries to prove the object is levitating by circling his cane around it.
Look. It's cold. You literally feel how cold it is.
If things couldn't get any weirder, just as the woman reaches out to touch it, take a look at what happens.
Just put your hand in that.
While it has been noted that the pair's reaction seems a little too light-hearted, this is not the only strange incident that's been caught on camera in their house. In fact, we've featured several of their videos before, including this one, in which the man believes his daughter has left the house to get something for dinner from the freezer located in their garage.
You can have that. We'll go to the toilet then. I need a piece, or I've had too many Diet Cokes. You can have some of this. There you go. Don't be long, because I need one. Oh, thank you. Oh, then, yeah, put it there. Yeah, you can have it.
However, in a bizarre turn of events, the man thinks she re-enters the house before she actually does.
I just got it out of the fridge for you.
Well, Dad, I've just come back from the freezer to get some pork.
You said you didn't have any down there.
What? What are you going on about?
I've just had a conversation with you about it. Are you...
Now, in one of the more disturbing videos posted to their channel, we see the
this
man
is why
playing
we're
a video
watching it.
game when the camera catches something rather creepy. Her face seems to change. She creeps closer, and again, her face seems to shift.
Now, I will have close-up pictures of this. Like, seriously, she turns into a man.
Now, watch what happens next.
What are you doing?
The girl then appears confused, as if she's just snapped out of a trance.
What's the matter?
What happened?
What are you doing?
What happened?
Naturally, a ton of commenters suggested that the girl seemed to be exhibiting signs of possession. But what do you think? We'll leave some links to Smug Puppy's TikTok account in the description box down below. There is a ton of... I'm Callan, and this is
All right,
Slap Ham.
so
Boy, we've got an...
slide. It's close-ups of that video.
Her face seems to
Can I
change.
pause it for a second? I do want to let you know that there are stairs there, but I have watched a few of the videos now. For her to reach, like, the steps she would have to be on to be that high up, she's not tall. I don't know how she isn't falling forward. I don't like, she would have to be like on the 6th or the 7th step to be that high, and like she'd be all the way over to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how she could be at that angle. That's all.
Here-
All right, go on. Just watch her face. Like I
Her
said, we'll have
face
photographs of
seems
this.
to change.
Okay, next one.
Her face.
On the next one, really watch the nose. I think I have it close up. Really watch the nose, because the nose. I mean, for me, she goes from a teenage plump face to a hollowed out 50-year-old man. So go ahead.
Now watch what happens next.
So I do it far away, then I close up. I zoom in.
Now watch what happens next.
All right, let's go to the pictures. So at the top of the stairs, do you see, like, look at the top left versus the bottom right?
That is creepy.
It's very creepy.
Down there at the bottom right there, she almost looks like Michael Douglas, like in remember that movie Falling Down?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes from looking like a girl to like a 50-year-old man. You're right.
Yeah, well, the next one's worse. Okay, so
Didn't get there yet. Here we go.
I really want you to look at the shape of the nose. Her nose is up and his is down and pointed.
Yeah. That's his. That's hers. Wow.
Gray hair too.
Quite the
Yeah.
difference.
There's also a mole, which you're. I
Look
think
at the gray hair.
It's a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Except if you look at some of the videos, it happens to the father too. So, if anything, it's suggesting possession of both.
Just when I thought she couldn't get any uglier.
Right?
I actually know someone who looks just like her. All right, so the next slide, I think I showed. If the next slide isn't a close-up, then I'm going to have you come back to this, but I think it is. So, oh yeah, okay. So look at the top. Look at the top two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. No. Stop. I need you to zoom out. Look at the forehead, right above the left eyebrow.
Yeah.
A mole appears on the bottom one.
Oh my God. Like a completely different person.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Goes from looking like a regular girl to looking like a guy dressed up as a girl, an old man dressed up as a girl.
Dave says no and no.
And that's it for that one.
Splatter says good editing.
Could be, yeah. Can't rule that out. It's creepy either way.
Jose saw the video with the coin hitting his glasses. Yep, I've seen that. These people are insisting this is really happening to them, and they get upset that people accuse them of editing. I gotta say, I mean, the dad and her play video games. Like the girl literally sits at a computer with a controller in her hand. I don't know if they'd be capable of some of this. Like, they have portals, things. They have a video camera that, like, things will, like Poltergeist, like the movie Poltergeist, where things would just disappear into thin air and then fall from the ceiling in another place. And the camera went in, and all these sounds, like, of hell were on it. There's all sorts of stuff. So unless these people, like, one of them went to school for serious video editing, like, degree. They have a degree in it. They did 4 years of video editing classes. I don't know. Some of this stuff is insane. Some
Yeah,
of this
plus
stuff
he
I've
thought he
seen.
was talking to her and she wasn't there. Like, what's up with that?
Not only that, I've seen their pets react. They have dogs and a cat, and I've seen their pets react. And oh, another one, the dog. Like, their house is like super messy, guys. Like, I don't like to talk about people like that, but their house is super messy. To remove a person from a super messy house on video is not easy. Okay? The dog was playing tug of war with the air with his
Oh,
toy.
wow. Yeah, so it could be real.
I don't know. That's why I wanted your opinion on this stuff. GT 1982 Mustang says super fake. Physical circle in the glass. Hey, Saddle Bum. Hi, Ryan. Hey, Drew. I agree. That's going to be the bane of our existence, Drew.
What's
There
that?
should be another video in that folder.
Nope.
It's. Are you
That's
kidding?
it.
There should be a lighthearted one.
That's it.
Give me a minute. Why is it not there? Huh. Well, I'll save the lighthearted one for next week, and let's get to Hebrews, which I sent a link to you on Messenger. It's a YouTube link. It's unlisted.
Which messenger?
Me and you.
Oh, I got it. Here we go.
Now, Curiouser, she wouldn't be because it happens to the father too. The father's face changes as well to the same man. I can't click on the other one. Why? There we go. I love that little face. Okay, so little context. Can you make it full screen, please? Jeremy asked me to record before the show. So the first video is before the show, and the other two are on the show. If you hear anything or see anything, please let us know in the comments. This is the first I'm hearing it as well. I put this together while we were live. I could not hear anything because I was listening to the show. So here we go. Did you hear that click? Did you guys hear that click?
Nope. Heard nothing.
All right, can you rewind it? Because there's a click there.
I didn't hear anything.
Turn your volume up too. Because what I heard was soft. I heard it says Kim Ray.
Right there?
I didn't hear anything because you were talking.
I heard it.
Sagarm heard it.
Yeah, a few people heard it.
Okay, wait. We have to rewind again. We're missing stuff. All right, let's not talk until we get through the clip. Jeff, did it pause? Because it sounds like there's no sound at all now. I have no ads on this thing.
It was playing. There's just no noise.
That's weird.
I heard something.
Yeah, me too in the beginning.
We have to get back to it. This thing is like 14 minutes long.
We're not going to play the whole 14 minutes, are we?
Yes.
All right. I'm only going to do that once, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Got to present.
Yes, these are the things. These were the breaks you missed during Shifty Sunday, Philo. Hi, Philo. Okay, here we go.
All right. Let me make that full screen. Start from the beginning.
Oh, you don't start from the beginning. You could start where you left off.
Where did I leave off?
That white line. See the white line?
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Good enough. Nope, that had play.
So you've been gone a bit now, right?
Yeah.
Now you're back, and I didn't hear. See, that looks frozen to me.
It is.
I'm telling you, this is not playing. Yeah, we lost Jeff. Jeremy, why don't you play it?
Okay, hang on just 1 second.
I got to get the link to you.
Wait a minute. Something's playing? This is playing.
Oh, okay. I thought we lost Jeff.
We got Mork on the screen now.
No, I'm here. It's just playing.
I just heard something too.
You
Can
heard more.
rewind? No. I heard like a thump. Can you just rewind a little bit?
Only once. Rewind where?
Like 30 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I hate when it does that.
Yeah, I think you're going to have him play it. I can't control this thing.
All right, Jeremy, I sent it to you.
All right. Let me get over to. Dang it. Where'd it go? I don't believe it.
Oh, did I send it to you? No, it didn't send to you. Hold on for a minute. I think I sent it to Jeff twice. There you go. Now you should have it. Just to you.
All right. It'll be popping up. There it is. All right.
I'm going to mute.
See, and here's the problem: is my computer's running slow. It's been doing that all night. And now here comes. Okay, let me pause it. Dang it. How do I get back to the studio? Oh, there it is up there. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. Breathe deep.
Present. Come on now. This site will be able to see the contents of your screen. Well, no kidding. I've never seen that message before. Okay.
Full screen it and I'll add you to the screen. There we go. And let's hit play. And no talking. Just let it play. The shuffling could have been you, but I heard those voices that I was hearing.
What the heck was that thing that pops up there at the very
Volume. That's the iPhone volume.
Okay.
We just lost you. It went to your thing.
No, that's. Did it? No.
Oh, no. No, you're good. Just mute. Like, I'm looking at the shadow. The shadow is moving.
Yeah.
The corner of that blanket is moving. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You said the heat was off.
And I was focusing on the jacket, and it almost looks like there's a person there.
And Mork from Mork has a butt chin.
Well, yeah, he's always had that. The toy does. I don't know if he has, but if you look, seriously, if you look over here on the jacket, there's something weird. going on, and I don't know if that's just a camera glitch or what. It actually looks like people doing stuff.
I haven't seen anything but Mork the whole time.
You gotta look at the Batman jacket. Like, look at it really closely. You can see almost like, I don't know what they're doing.
See, I see a shadow on the bed, on the side of the bed, and I don't know if that's an artifact or not.
I don't see any of what you're seeing.
Mike is muted.
Yeah, this is what I recorded, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I don't see it anymore. Oh yeah, there's still people doing stuff on the back of that jacket.
I do not see that.
It might be because I'm really focusing on it.
Yeah, I wasn't editing. I was throwing this together in between the shows as fast as I could.
Right? I hear that's probably me coming back in the room.
I'm gonna isolate that. I did hear something. I'm gonna isolate that.
I think I heard a thump.
Yeah, you're coming back in now, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Kind
can
of
fast
just,
forward because we know you're here. If you want to fast forward
yeah.
it,
Here's
get
the
to the
thing.
next one.
I was kind of hoping work would move.
All right, so we're on the next one now.
Oh,
This is the last one, I should say.
yeah. Oh, no, still work. Okay. Here we go.
I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, thank you so much. Oh my God. Sean is helping out with the Streamyard. You are awesome. And first super on the live stream. Wait, can we pause it? Because we're supposed to be listening. Sean, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And I also have to thank RB. I don't know if, I think I know who it is, but I'm not positive, so I don't like to give names away without permission. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Timothy Man. Hey, Angels Don't Fall. And oh, thank you. Sean says that we are important to the community. I'm important to the community. You're important to the community. You guys are the community and you're awesome. Thank you so much, really. Hi, Christine. Good to see you. All right. We're listening to hear if we hear or see anything while he rows out of the room. Almost over.
Hmm.
That's weird. The hiss that interrupted.
Mm-hmm. That seems like what I heard on the other one, like at the very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a mic crackling, but I wasn't in the room. And it wasn't your mic. And I could have swore I saw his arm move, but that could have just been my eyes.
No, I see the. Are you talking about on our left? It's shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think anything's haunted here. You could sleep easy. I don't see a thing.
I mean, I am hearing noises from time to time, but that could be anything. That could be the house settling. That could be.
Well, is it an apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you hear other people in the building. That's what you hear.
Well, that's
No,
another thing I was.
Guys, I see that hand moving. It's a thumb, I think. It's so weird.
I don't see that.
It's almost like the thumb is going up and down slightly. Maybe it's a video artifact.
Yeah, it could be. But I did see that left arm like move just slightly.
I
But
did too. It was like a little shake.
yeah.
I've seen nothing move the whole time.
What's anybody saying? Does anybody seen anything move?
I think they've already moved on and talking about other stuff.
Yeah.
In the studio says, I see Chris team.
I'm gonna go back and actually watch later on today, like watch the show and see. Maybe listen to it with earbuds. Maybe you could hear something.
And after the show, I'll isolate that part where I definitely hear something.
Okay.
I definitely hear it, except that I couldn't type fast enough. By the time it was on the screen, I was well past that part.
This is just making me want to watch Ninja Turtles.
I think it's time to move on. We lost 3 viewers.
Yeah, and I'm about headed for bed. I'm going to jump off of here after this.
What is that toy from?
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. I never saw that one.
Yeah, Crane the Brain.
Oh.
Tim McMahon's never seen it either.
Ah.
You want yourself weird though, guys?
What's that?
Now that we're talking over this. The weirdest part for me is I was talking in the first video and my voice is not there.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
I was speaking in that video and my voice is gone. Like I was saying, Hebrew, is that you? After I heard that voice thing, not there. I don't understand because I was in Streamyard too. I was unmuted at that point. That's why you saw the muted come down because I remuted. So that's weird that my voice has disappeared from the recording.
There we go. So there's that. Wait.
Yeah, that's it. Like, there's only a little outro. I made a little outro. That's it.
But here's the thing, though. Also, like, I heard right there, like you just did, like the crackling in the mic. But again, that could be something easily explained.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I think Jeff's right. I don't think I do have anything to worry about. But
My concern is the first video, because you were in another room, sitting perfectly still with the door closed.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard something like voices, like a radio almost, I heard it. It was like like that. It was like that. And I heard it again. And I wrote when I heard it, but I was too slow typing.
The thing is, like I mentioned earlier, I got this wall right here, and
it sounded like it was at the mic. It didn't sound like it was in the wall. It didn't sound like people talking. You know, like people talking through a wall sounds like people talking but muffled. It's got a sound. You gotta remember, I live in a row home. You know, like there's people right on the other side of the wall. I know what that sounds like, and that's not what it sounded like. I'll isolate it and send it to you, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that would be cool. But if you guys are going to move on, then I'm going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and leave. But I just want to say, man, thanks for doing that for me. And I appreciate your patience and for having me on here.
No problem.
You know what I mean? Like, I usually don't stay up this late.
Yes, I know. And I don't, yeah, as we all think, we don't think you have anything to worry about. You should be okay.
I definitely don't. I didn't see a thing or hear a thing.
But yeah, guys, Jeff, if I could fist bump you right now, I would, but can't physically do that over this, you know. But I will be sending you something through Messenger, like sometime this week. If you remind me something I recorded a long time ago, it has to do with wrestling.
Yes, I've been waiting.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send you some songs that I want you to hear that I can't play on the shows because they're, you know, crazy.
Yeah. We talked, like what we talked about backstage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate it, guys, and everyone out there in the chat. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming on the show, Hebrew.
Yeah,
you have a great night.
No problem.
Have a great night.
All right, you too.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right. Have a great show. Have a great show.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to get into Mandela effects. But, Jeff, that's the last one for the night. We're starting at the bottom, moving up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Let's see.
Mandela effects are just getting started, Jackie. And Noise Guru, yes, that is what we see in Streamyard, yes. You've been in Streamyard, you should know.
Well, we got to try and move through these quick because I don't have much longer that I'll be able to stay awake.
I'll be up 24 hours at 4 a.m.
I don't know how you do that. I can't stay up at all anymore.
Well, if you want, you can skip this one because this one's older.
I like this one. We don't have to
I know, but I'd rather do the ones that I worked on, you know, that are new.
If
you're going to skip something, skip an old one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Uh-oh. All right, so we're gonna pick up where we left off on the other one. Should we start that over?
Yeah, because it's completely reordered.
Okay.
Stupid Flickr throwing things in the wrong order because of videos. Okay, here we go. Credit for the first part goes to Jose, Sagar, and Mandela Effect in the chat, and myself for the rest of it. Recently, Jose. Oh, I have to add his link to the description because it's on last week's video because I tried to show this last week. So if you want to go and check out his video right after the show, just go to last week's video. It's linked in the description. But after the show, I will add it. Recently, Jose made a video about a new Mandela effect, and it turns out it's actually a variation effect. Please check out Jose's video. It will be linked in the description after the show. Next slide. Here is what he asked. What is this frozen treat called? What do you remember this being called? And everyone had different names for it, which is indicative of a variation effect, usually. So if you already saw this one, this part of it, because you didn't see this whole presentation yet, that's why it's still new. Just answer what you originally answered. Dave says lifesaver. Push-up pops says angels don't fall. Jeff, you're welcome to answer as well.
I have no idea. I never even looked at the name, or not even sure I ever ate these.
I thought you did. I thought you had a name. Interesting. GT 1982 Mustang says push pop. Renee Cruz, welcome. Renee Cruz gets a wrench.
I think I was guessing a name from what I thought it might be. Like maybe push-up pops or something. I don't know, but like I wouldn't really know one way or the other. I know they weren't push pops for me because push pops were a candy that came out in the 80s.
Renee Cruz is push up. Sag arm is push pops. Drew says, I remember those push up pops. Used to have those when I was a kid. And welcome to the 1500 Wrench Club, Renee Cruz. For those of you that don't know, the first 1500 people who support my channel get a wrench. That way, if I ever get bigger, I have all of you to keep an eye on the chat. Lord Frybread, welcome, says push pop. So we have push pop, push pops, push up, push ups, push up pops. Variation effect, 100%. This is a variation.
Is it though, or is it just different brands called it different things?
No, it's because specific brands are calling it the wrong thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like the brands that I had.
Says us, but who knows?
Right. Well, no, I'm going based on my own memory. So I'm saying the ones that we used to get are not the right name, and the same brand has two different names.
See, I never got these. I would get other things, but I wouldn't really get these. These weren't my thing.
Oh no, we got the Flintstone ones all the time. Splatter is push-up pops. I like the Flintstone ones because they had, it wasn't like it was, they had all the flavors. It depended on which one you got. There was two different variety packs.
That I would have liked. I don't remember those.
Yeah, cherry, lime, and grape was one of the variety packs. I loved it. And then they also had cherry, orange, and blue raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
I think those were the three.
See, I probably missed those because my mom didn't buy them. I only knew like what my mom bought. I didn't ever actually look in the store to see what they had when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. See, I usually went with my mom, or my sister did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure my sister was the one who asked for these.
I wouldn't even look at any of the products if I did go with my mom. I was in my own little world, like doing whatever. I wasn't looking at what products were there or what products she bought or anything like that.
Yeah, Drew says I ate the Flintstone ones too. They were good. The thing with the Flintstone ones is they were sherbet, don't get me wrong, but they were like a little bit creamier, almost not ice cream, but a creamy sherbet, if that makes sense.
I would have loved those. I wish I would have had them. I don't remember them though.
They were fantastic. Oh my, I think they still sell them though. Honestly.
Flintstones, anything I would have definitely liked.
I still think they sell them though, to be honest with you. I really do.
I'm going to look for them.
We can go on. They did have ice cream ones, just to let you know. All right, so Jose recalls these being called push pops. I also remember push pops. As you can see here, these are named push pops. The top one on the left and the one on the right. By the way, the one on the right and the one on the bottom left have different names. They're the same brand. Do you see what I'm saying, Jeff? They're both Stater Brothers. They're both the same flavor. And one is called Push Pops and the other one's Push Up Pops. You don't find that strange?
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a variation effect. Okay, so here we go. And I can find at least one brand calling them Push Up Pops. That's what I have on the bottom. But the major brand, Popsicle, the major brand, and others like Nestle, do not call it this. So next slide. Here is my Flintstones ones. Oh, I have to cough.
Yeah, I never saw those. I would have definitely bought those or made my mom buy them.
Mm-hmm. Most brands call these Push Up. Not ups, up. Or Push dash hyphen up with no S. The Popsicle brand will only sometimes call them Push Ups with the S. You see that? That sometimes they're Push Up and sometimes they're Push Ups. I don't have a picture here, but you will see them coming up. Do you recall this name because, huh?
Isn't it all push up?
No, in this picture, yes. You're going to see more.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there is a third name that I also found. Okay. There are Push Pops, Push M's, Tubes, Turbo Tubes, Polar Poles, and so many more names, with the third most common being Pop-Ups. Now that's the thing. I do not remember Popsicle Pop-Ups. They were Push-Ups, not Pop-Ups. So I know this is a Mandela for me because I've had the Popsicle brand, which is the top right. Can you zoom in on that, please? Because it's hard to see. The top right one. Jeff, are you here, or did you go get coffee? Because I heard a microwave. Jeff, go back. I was asking if you could zoom in on the top right. There you go. So you can see that's Popsicle brand. That's the most common one. You're going to find it in all the ice cream trucks. I've never seen Pop-Ups in my life. I've seen Push-Ups, not Pop-Ups. So I believe that's a Mandela. And the ones on the left are the same company again. We have Cherry Sherbet Tubes and Orange Sherbet Push-Ems. Same company. Because the flavor is different, one's a tube and one's a Push-Em, that makes no sense. There is no need for this range of names because this isn't a trademark issue. Nothing's trademarked. Any company could have used any of the names. So I'm just putting that out there. Having these weird names makes no sense. So go on. But more importantly, Popsicle was not Pop-Ups. And I remember Flintstones being Push-Ups. So here's Push Up. And I don't remember the arrow. Does anyone remember the arrow in push-up if you remember this? This is Nestle brand. And as you can see, it was Wonka brand before Nestle bought it. Even with Wonka, the arrow was there in the U. I don't remember the U having the arrow. I just want to point that out. Go on, please. But this led me to a couple of other treats. Oh, by the way, push-ups is written on the side over there, not push-up. There's an S there. That has me wanting to ask you, or I don't even know why I just said there. Is this a Mandela effect or just different names in different regions? I'll let you decide. So the previous one, I'm going to let you decide if it's a Mandela effect. But again, specifically Popsicle brand and the Flintstones, definitely Mandela effect for me. So go on, next. To be clear, I do not think this one is a Mandela. But it's weird to me that there are so many names. What do you call this popsicle treat? Jeff, what do you call this?
Dessert. I don't know.
Okay, Jackie's. Jackie. I'm not ignoring, but I'm saying I'm not taking into account because that must be an Australian thing. Because I've never heard Bundaberg in my life. That's got to be Australian. Angels Don't Fall says firecracker. Jose says rockets. Analog Line, hello, says freedomsicle. Angels Don't Fall says the big ones are bomb pops.
That's it. I couldn't remember. That's what I remember now. That's it. Bomb pops.
Hubert says bomb pops. Philo Fire says rocket pops. Firecracker is right, says Analog Line. Bomb pops, we called them, and I still love them, says Christine. So here's the thing, guys. They didn't make a smaller version in my past. The bomb pops just became smaller, and they were bomb pops. Okay? I've never heard firecracker. I've never even heard rocket pops. It's just been bomb pop for me. Next slide, please. Yes, lemon, not berry blast, as they're putting there. I've only ever known it as bomb pop. And maybe this one is a trademark issue because I am also finding a ton of firecracker pop treats and other products. But then there is also, next slide. See now, rocket pops, they're like Monster Pops. The flavor is rocket because it's red, white, and blue. That's weird. Rocket Pops, again, same thing. A lot of other products called Rocket Pops. Were they only bomb pops for you? Do you think this is a trademark issue or just companies being creative? Or could this be realities intertwining? And it looks like it is because maybe it's regional. Maybe in certain regions it's rocket pops. In other regions it's bomb pops. And in other regions it's, what was the other one? I even forget already. Firecrackers.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that. Region. It might be because it was only, and it doesn't matter what the size was. It was always a bomb pop.
See, for me, just because a company gets loosey-goosey with a name doesn't mean it's a Mandela effect. I can't go there.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's regional. I think it's a regional thing.
Yeah. But the one I do agree with is the exact same one being a different name. That I agree with is a Mandela.
Yeah, see, and the previous one is specifically Popsicle and Flintstones for me because I had them and they're not right.
Yeah.
All right, next slide. Here's more of the variation of random stuff called Rocket Pop. And I've never seen Rocket Pop ever. It's blown my mind. And that's what Jeremy remembers, by the way, is Rocket Pop. He said it on the show. Like about an hour ago. Next slide. Okay. There is a popsicle I could have just missed. Definitely not saying it's a Mandela effect right off the bat, but I think it is. But it was sold on trucks for decades. So it may possibly be a Mandela, or it could just be that I missed it, so I want to ask you, and I'm not talking about Sonic. Next slide. This cough just won't kick. Yes or no? Do you remember Mario and Luigi pops like the ones above? Jeff, do you remember these?
Nope. Never saw those.
I'm waiting for answers in the chat. Does anyone remember the Mario Brothers bar? Hey, Preliminal. Again, this was sold for decades.
Hey, Preliminal.
Preliminal says no. Sag Arm says nope. Whoa. Dave says no. Hubert says no. No to Mario, says Philo. Kim Ray, no. Okay.
Yeah,
So
again, this is another one I would have bought.
Yeah, me too.
I was obsessed with that game.
Aha, we have a yes. Angels Don't Fall does remember it. Preliminal says no. I would try one, says Dave. GT 1982 Mustang says no. Sean says not a chance. Analog Lime is a yes. There's probably one true brand of ginger beer. It was first invented by someone. Pat.
You know what it could be with some of these, though?
Yeah.
Like certain areas don't carry certain things, so you never see them. That happened to me with Blueberry for a long time. I would never see it until like I was a little bit older. Then finally they carried it in the stores in Jersey where I lived.
Yeah, it was the same way in Jersey where I lived too. I agree with you
Yeah.
there. I do remember Buffalo Bill though. I do as well. The nose was made of gum. Yes. Well, that's there's always a piece of gum on these things. Always. Wolfie, welcome, says no, not like that. And Wolfie needs welcome to the 1500
See,
Club.
But with things like this, I have to play devil's advocate a little bit, because to me, a Mandela effect is something I cannot come up with a logical explanation for, other than to say it must have changed. You know, it must be something we can't explain somehow.
Well, see, the next slide is the reason why I'm leaning towards it might be, because there were so many of them. Go to the next slide. Like, I could see if there was just one bar and we missed it. You understand what I'm saying? But there were so... Next slide. Oh, it's not even there yet. We're not even there yet. Like I said, I could have just missed this over the years. Maybe I focused on things I wanted and ignored this. But I have never seen this before. Have you? That's the actual bar. Next slide is... I'm going to be showing you on the next slide. Look how many. They even sold them in stores. I mean, they had an ice cream one, a sherbet one, different flavors. I don't understand.
Yeah, how did we miss this?
It's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did
Yeah.
I miss? I could see if it was just one bar, but it's not.
Yeah,
There's a lot. And they even had an ice cream sandwich, too. I included that there. I don't remember the ice cream sandwich either.
I definitely never saw that. I didn't see any of these, but the ice cream sandwich one, especially, more than any of them. There's no way.
Welcome, Dean and Morgan. For no way, says Wolfie. Did I miss anyone? I remember the Ninja Turtles as well. They were good. Believe it or not, Dora was good too. Oh, and this one. Okay, so another one that I have never seen before. that I would have definitely wanted to try, because like gummy bears are like my favorite candy in the world, especially the Haribo brand. Favorite. Anyway, have you ever seen this? Some claim that they were once sold in the USA, but I can find no evidence to back this up. Okay? So I don't know if they were actually sold here. They are made by, what is that, Good something? What is it? The little heart. What brand is it? Good Humor. That's what my brain was trying to say. They are made by Good Humor, which is an American company. So,
but they weren't sold here, right?
But it's Good Humor. I don't know.
If they weren't sold here, how would we have seen it? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to say, though. People claim they were sold here, but I can find no evidence of this. It appears to be sold in other countries today. So, has anyone ever seen this?
That's another one I would have bought if it existed.
Oh, yeah, me too, because there's candy in the stick, too. So it's ice cream and candy.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And it's an ice cream sherbet mix. Like,
that would have been a favorite of mine.
I would have been a favorite of mine, too. So, next slide. I'm so upset.
Oh, why does it always do that to me?
It's fine. It's fine. It's just more pictures of this and showing you there is candy in the stick. Crazy.
Yeah, that looks good.
Wolfie says no. In the studio said I had them. You had these, Michael Fontaine? You had the gummy bear?
What?
You might be talking about Mario.
Sold here, right?
Huh?
It would have to have been sold here if he had it.
Exactly. That's why I've asked you if he means the gummy bear or Mario. Okay, this last one is a definite Mandela effect for me. Definite. Okay? But it's an odd one. All right? It has to do with the Snoopy ice cream bar, and I actually have 2 questions about it. Preliminary never saw a Snoopy bar either.
Me either.
They sold these in stores too. My mom used to buy them for us. So look at this ice cream bar. Where do you remember the stick being on the bar? The answers are right, left, top, or bottom. Where was the stick put into the ice cream bar?
See, for me, even though I never saw it, there's a logical guess that I would make.
Which is?
The bottom.
Okay. I'm waiting for a couple answers in the chat.
Maybe I did see them and just forgot, though. That's possible as well. But I do remember all the sticks pretty much being on the bottom. That's where they should be, right?
Splatter's guessing top, just to be different. Could you imagine an upside down Snoopy?
Yeah.
Renee says, oh, thank you very, very much for the Blue Wrench mod. That must mean you really, really like me. You like me now. Sally Fields, the old Mandela effect. It's such an honor and a privilege. I'm humbled.
That is such an annoying Mandela effect.
Yeah, because we all know it was.
Yeah, everybody knows it was you really, really like me.
You like me. You really, really like me.
Yeah.
Not right now.
What she says now is so ridiculous.
Okay, Philo says, one would suppose under Snoopy's neck there. Yeah, it must be weird. Okay, we can go on. I also remember it. Where that little neck part is, but no. It's always been shoved into his ear. I don't remember that. That's wrong. That's not right. I get it. It fits better, I guess, but there are other popsicles shaped like this, ice cream bars and stuff, where it's in the bottom.
Yeah,
and that is where I remember the stick. I don't understand.
See, now this one I call Mandela for sure because it's just so stupid and ridiculous. Like, why? Why would they have it there? That was never done in my reality. Never.
Philo's just laughing. Wolfie's like, no, LOL. All right, we can go on. Sick, it's weirder. There's another one with this.
I mean, come
and
on.
Here's all
That
the
looks
pictures.
so stupid.
But wait, guys, there's actually residue. Like, I can't believe there's actually residue. Preliminal says never. So the next slide, there's actually residue. Check it out. People made... They made like decorations and drawings of this popsicle bar with the stick where I remember it. It's
And
amazing.
right there, that's how you know we're probably right.
I was like, no way, there's residue. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, okay, go on. It's complete. All right, I also have no memory of the Snoopy Red Baron. It's not black cherry, by the way. It's actually cherry cola.
Ooh,
I don't know why I wrote black cherry.
that looks good.
Cherry cola bomb pop, and it had like a gooey cherry center. Anybody remember this? So it's a cherry bomb pop. Cherry
That's
cola
another-
bomb pop.
That's another one where I would have been like, oh, wow, I want to buy this.
Yeah, cherry cola. That's such a unique flavor for a popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
When we could have just gotten cherry Coke and
Right, cherry
Frozen.
cola. Not only that, but Snoopy's Red Baron. As a kid, you see that, you're like, wow, that's cool, right? You
I
want that.
know. So Splatter says no. It didn't exist here. There wasn't any commercial, and I never saw it. That's preliminal. No sounds so yummy though, says Philo. It does. I didn't think it had alcohol in it though.
Now I definitely want it.
Michael Fontaine's on delay and says left. I love the cherry cola bubblegum. Yes, it was very good. I remember that. The Hubba Bubba bubblegum cherry cola flavor.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Angels Don't Fall says nope. Cherry Coke was good. Yes, it was.
Still is.
The moon is rising in the east for Morgan at 2 a.m. Hubert says no.
Yeah, that was random. What about the moon?
It was whiskey. That was good. Believe it or not, something in Coke bottle gummies, I can't. They like hurt. I don't know if I'm allergic to like a dye in there or something. They hurt my mouth. I don't know why. It makes me upset because it tastes good. All right, we can go on. There's still one more. Finally, does anyone remember a Christmas version of Snoopy? This had strawberry ice cream that was dyed red. I don't remember this at all. Again, I could have just missed this, but I wanted to ask. And again, the stick was in the ear.
And like, even though I didn't pay much attention to that many things when I was in the store with my mom, I probably would have seen something like this. It would have stood out, and I would have been like, Mom, can we buy this? Like, certain things stand out, you know?
Yeah, hold on, wait. Listen to this. Listen to the way they word it. Vanilla chocolate and artificial strawberry. So they're saying that vanilla and chocolate are real. You don't see that anymore in ice cream treats. Like, it's very rare that you see an ice cream bar like this where it's real chocolate, real vanilla. You know what I'm saying? It's usually artificial. The strawberry was artificial here. They told you that. That's crazy. Layer of chocolate on the bottom. So good.
Yeah.
Morgan remembers the Christmas Snoopy. Ice cream pops. Razzles. That was the candy that became a gum, correct?
Not familiar with that one.
Razzles were a hard candy like bottle caps, or bottle caps was the gum, one of them. I thought it was Razzles though. But it was like sweet tarts, the big ones. You know what I'm talking about? Like the big sweet tarts.
Mm-hmm.
Not the little tiny ones, but they were like a bigger size, like about the size of a quarter. And it was hard candy on the outside, hard powdery candy, but it turned into bubble gum. All right, so are any of these possible Mandelas for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you to Sagar Mandela Effect. His video is linked in the description, dated November 17th, 2024. And again, I will add it to tonight's after the show. I can't add it while we're live. Oh, and this is just the... This was hard for everyone. We're just going to skip that this week. Renee says, I never, ever saw that cherry rocket before. It didn't exist in my extraterrestrial alien computer god matrix grid simulation parallel earth dimension fabric of reality realm.
That's a mouthful.
Okay, this is a personal Mandela effect for me, everyone. Jeff, do you want to read this?
Yeah.
This is not the first slide, though. See how there's arrows?
Yeah.
That's the first slide.
Okay.
Yep.
I know many, if not all of you, will know this one, but this is 100% a Mandela effect for me. I came across this local Mandela on a live stream, and I finally remembered to cover it.
I meant to say, if not all of you will not know this one, not all of you will.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to show you guys the size of this thing that is under the ground. That's all. It's okay.
In the shadow of the Philadelphia Art Museum is an old historic building on the Schuylkill River. What is it? Schuylkill River. Schuylkill. My first question is, how do you spell this place? Waterworks? It's the same spelling.
I should have actually reversed it for one word or two. So just write one is for 2 words and 2 is for 1 word.
There. Waterworks, 2 words. Number 1. Waterworks, 1 word. Number 2.
So just stick with the slide so I don't get confused. So if you remember waterworks being 1 word, it's number 2. If you remember it as 2 words, it's number 1. Sorry, I should have flipped it. Oh, I don't know why I did that. So Dave says 2.
2 for me.
2 words for Sean Dent.
Meaning number 2, not 2 words. I would say 1 word, number 2.
Okay. Cuberts is also number 1, 2 words. Preliminal, number 2, 1 word, I think. Philo says, I don't know, but I would go with 2, 1 word. Right, Jeff, says Philo. 1 word makes more sense to me, says Preliminal. 2 words because Monopoly. Aha. Or is it just because they need to fit it in that little sliver of a property? I've never been to America, says Jackie. It's okay. Should have made 2 words, says Dave the Damo. 2 words. That's what I said. I should have flipped them. Okay, we can go on.
It was number 2 in my past, waterworks, 1 word. But now it's 2. This was also the first waterworks in my past, but now it's the second.
Mm-hmm. What I mean is, in Philadelphia, it was the first waterworks in the United States, but now it's the second.
History now claims that the first waterworks in Philly was at Center Square. Center. No, I have never heard of the Center Square Waterworks. Have you?
And center being RE. That's what I'm saying no to. Absolutely not. It was not RE.
Yeah, it's a stupid way to spell it.
That's the British way of spelling it, though.
My comment still stands.
Okay. But at the top, can we zoom in to the part that's in red? So it says Philadelphia had constructed its first waterworks. And look at how it's one word there, everyone. Do we see waterworks being one word? This is the Encyclopedia of Greater Philadelphia. In 1799 at Center Square. Later the site of City Hall. Get out of here. No way. Never. Sorry. Go. You can go on now. That's all I wanted to say. So our City Hall, our gorgeous, huge City Hall is where this was. I don't believe it. Go on.
But the biggest Mandela for me is the name. Does anyone know the name of this waterworks?
So this is located in Philadelphia, behind the Philadelphia Art Museum. If you don't know this place, what do you think this waterworks would be named? You're allowed to guess. Just put a little question mark if you're guessing.
So I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
Back to the other thing. If it's the British way of spelling it, fruit and fiber has the same spelling for fiber. Is that a British cereal?
No, that's a Mandela. We remember it ER and we already covered it and have all the residue.
Yeah, it was ER.
It was ER, now it's RE, yes. Yeah, we're seeing REs in the US all over the place now, especially with theaters.
Like, why would you even spell it like that? It looks so stupid. That's, that's century or fibry. That's what it is. It's not
Morgan,
fiber center.
Morgan, you're thinking too hard. Cubert says not a clue. I know you see the sad faces too, Sean. I didn't even show you that picture yet. Yeah. Oh, you can see it. You can see the sad faces here. There's another picture where it's even more clear.
Sad faces.
See,
I see it.
The brick wall, yeah. Peaches and fruits, so good you forget the 5-ray.
Yeah.
Not in the U.S. In the U.S., it's ER. It's spelled like it sounds. ER. Theater. Fiber.
Yeah,
ER.
that's one word we got right.
The way it's written with the RE is ray. Fibre.
Yep.
Theatre. Litre. Yes, liter is not leader. It is, though. That's how we spell it. Liter.
Oh, they spell it litre?
Yeah, they spell it litre.
That's even dumber.
It looks, Jackie, it looks just as dumb to us because it's never been like that here. I get it. Yeah, that looks British to me. British. Theatre. Watre. Jackie, how do you spell water?
Watre.
No, I'm asking. Do they spell water? Watre?
I don't think so.
Yes, you are technically British, but you're actually Australian. But your own. I know what you mean. You're under the king. So why wouldn't you spell it RE for water?
Yeah, why is it like that for some words and not others?
All of ours are like that. Okay, guys. Listen, with the name of this. Don't get me started, Sandy, says Dave. I'm not picking on you guys. I'm just saying, she's saying that what we say is stupid. And I'm just saying it looks just as wrong for us. Hey, Josh, welcome. Water is water, says Josh. And a good question. Okay, so next slide, please.
Just like the Philadelphia Art Museum, this was called the Philadelphia Waterworks, but now it's always been called the Fairmont Waterworks. This is so wrong.
It's Fairmount.
Fairmount, yeah.
Just to let you know. But it was never the Fairmount Waterworks. It is in the Fairmount section of Philadelphia, but that wasn't the name. It was just like the Philadelphia Art Museum isn't the Fairmount Art Museum. It's the Philadelphia Art Museum. This was the Philadelphia Waterworks, and it wasn't two words.
Did you call that a man'scuse? Because it's in Fairmount, so that's why they,
Yes, this is so wrong. I can't even.
Interestingly, New Philadelphia in Ohio spells waterworks like I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, waterworks.
They have a New Philadelphia Waterworks Park. Philadelphia Waterworks Park. I think that's awesome. All right, so here is the current reality Fairmount Waterworks, separate words. And here's where it goes on to say that it's not the first one, it's now the second. And we just lost Jeff. I think we're losing Jeff because the whole presentation just kicked out. We didn't even get to the pipe yet. All right, guys. I'm going to do a technical difficulty until Jeff returns. So if you need to take a break, run to the bathroom, get a drink, go do something, he will be back soon. We'll be right back, hopefully. Oh, lower your volume a little bit. And we are back. Sorry for that little technical difficulty.
I really have to charge that other computer. This is ridiculous.
Yes. It's okay.
All right.
I have technical difficulties just in case. It's okay. We have the backup. So where were we? Here we go. So as I was saying, this goes on to explain that it is the second. Philadelphia's second municipal waterworks. Again, one word, waterworks. Let's go on.
So it gives it a whole new meaning if they spell it the way they're doing it now. Saying waterworks, you know what I mean? Instead of waterworks, like what it should be.
Yeah, water works sometimes.
Yeah.
So here we have Philadelphia Waterworks. That is what I remember, Philadelphia Waterworks. But they're showing you the one that never existed in my past. The bottom is the restaurant for the Waterworks, and it's 2 words. And it's got like a triple V going on for the W. Now we have Current Reality Fairmount, but the Waterworks is 1 word. This is a, what's it called? Not a blueprint. It's an illustration from back in the day. And then underneath, Philadelphia Waterworks, again, with a photograph. Yeah, Waterworks does not look right to me as well. Hey, Joe Bloor.
Hey, Joe Bloor.
I do that a lot. He said I laid down and take a nap around 10, woke up at 3:30 a.m. Well, not quite, because it's only 3:06 a.m. Unless you woke up a half hour ago and you're an hour ahead of me. I guess that's possible. Here's an article. Philadelphia Waterworks, 1 word, and First American Municipal Waterworks. Like I remember. Let's go on.
Yeah, that's correct. And a very
Hey, man, animal.
godly-looking woman in the picture.
Mm-hmm. Philadelphia Waterworks again, and inside that paragraph, there's Historic Philadelphia Waterworks, 1 word site. So Philadelphia Waterworks, again, is what I remember. Today's location of the Philadelphia Museum of Art, using gold luster to mirror the viewer back into the work itself, Philadelphia Waterworks. How many times could she get that wrong? So here we have the second Philadelphia Waterworks. So they're still calling it Philadelphia Waterworks, but they're saying it's the second, repeatedly. And then here we have Philadelphia Waterworks number 1. And this is the one that is behind the art museum. You can see the art museum in the distance. Philadelphia Waterworks and Dam on Flickr. Not Fairmount. And some interesting things I came across on my residue search. An old map showing the current City Ave, which was City Line Avenue in my past, and we just lost Jeff again, didn't we?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, good. So I remember City Line Avenue. This map is from 1895, and it's already City Avenue, like it is now.
Hey, man, animal.
Next slide. This, which is going to be on the next slide, it's just that this image was too big to put the pipe here as well. This old pipe was dug up. Check out the spelling in the A, which reminds me of the Liberty Bell. So here's the Liberty Bell, just to remind you of how they wrote Philadelphia. They put period A. I don't know why.
Okay.
So next slide. That's how Philadelphia is written on the Liberty Bell. I know. So this is the pipe that was dug up. And we're going to get to the rest of it in a minute, but let's focus on how they wrote Phil A. They didn't write Phil Lad, they wrote Phil A. And the A looks like it's got a double bar in there. I don't know. And it looks like there's a line, like an indent missing in the H. But when I brighten it, it comes back. But if we go to the next slide, we're going to really focus on the rest of the wording. This pipe is from the 1790s, by the way. Just to let you know. And you should, you know, seeing the filler with the A up there. 1790s fits. This is the pipe that was dug up. Okay? And you'll understand why I'm saying stop it. GTFOH on the next slide. Guys, check out the M Richards, the MR 1790s. Do we see this? The
That's
M and the R are
beyond
one letter.
merged. That is beyond merged.
Yes, it is one letter.
That
And
is
the
insane.
C looks like a G or a backward 6. The C in Richards. I had written a different year there for some reason. It was the 1790s. Also, the pipe appears to have a rainbow patina, which you can see at the top, but I'm really going to show you on the next slide. So here is full color enhancement. So you can see it's absolutely rainbow patinaed on the bottom. And just to show you the difference, just increasing the vibrance 50% produces that, and vibrance and saturation produces the bottom image, 50%. If I bump them both to 100, that's what you get on the top. I'm just making the rainbow patina easier to see. All right, go on. Does anyone out there share my memory? It's a really cool place to visit. It feels like stepping back in time. And I remember seeing signs everywhere saying Philadelphia Waterworks with one word. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And can you zoom in at the top really quick to read the green part? This is a historic, I think it's like an embroidery. Philadelphia Waterworks, Schuylkill River and land where the Philadelphia Museum of Art resides. So that's excellent residue as well.
All right, what do we got? One more?
No, it can't be. Hold on, I'm going to go look.
It kind of has to be. It's getting late. Oh, no, we got two more. One's short, though. That's fine.
I'm trying to get there.
We got two
Yeah,
more.
we have two more. That's what I was going to say. We have the hair and dare. Hair and dare. All right. You want to read the short one or the long one?
I'll read the short one.
Okay, well, really quickly before you do. Joe Bloor says, I want to congratulate Sandy and Jeff on their spaced out interview. Awesome job for our Mandela fan.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. All right, go for it, Jeff.
Growing up in the 80s, we were exposed to a lot of programs to keep kids off of drugs. One of those programs was created by the First Lady at the time, Nancy Reagan. Question 1. Do you remember Just Say No? Wait, it's all Just Say No. What are we looking at?
Yes.
Oh. So how do I explain that?
Number 1, just say no. Number 2, just say no, period.
Oh.
Number 3, just say no, exclamation point. Do you remember 1 is no punctuation, 2 is a period, and 3 is an exclamation point?
Okay, so we're talking about how it was written, obviously, on a sign, right?
Correct.
Okay.
How it was written on signs, pins, pamphlets, whatever they handed out to us. Preliminal says just say no, exclamation point, number 3. Hey, Quantum Filet. 4, none of the above, says Dave the Damo. I don't know if you guys would know this because it
How
was
could
a
it be
US
none of
thing.
the above? It has to be one of the above.
Well, they're in Australia. Nancy Reagan, I think it was just the US thing.
Oh, so they don't remember. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Philo says the punctuation I don't remember. Just say Nancy, says Sean Dent. No period. So 1 for Sean.
They didn't really use exclamation points that much in the 80s, so I would say 1.
Hubert's is a 1. Renee is a 1. Don't remember what punctuation says Mandanimal. Probably one says Mandanimal. Philo says, really? Wham.
Mhm.
1 and 3 for splatter. I was in elementary school, but 1 says Joe Bloor. I am with splatter, so we can go on. But it's more 3 for me.
All right, question 2. What color was the logo of the campaign? 1, black. 2, green. 3, red. 4, all of the above. 5, none of these.
So I'm giving you all the options here. The logo, just say no. When you see it in your head, what color is it? And if it's none, what color do you remember? I'm curious. Jeff, what do you
Red.
remember?
Red.
Red for Jeff.
Yeah, it took me a minute, but that's what I remember.
Black and red for splatter. Blue and red for preliminal. Don't know for Mandanimal. Joe says red. So far, the reds have it, and then blue and black. Didn't know there was a logo, says Mandanimal. Philo says maybe mixing it up with Dare, but recall black, red, white. Hubert says red. Red text, black background for Sean. Red for stop, says Dave the Damo. Red with white outline, says Joe. All right, the Reds have it. Thank goodness. Guys, I can't right now. Next slide. Next slide. I can't. Jeff? You're reading it, remember?
I remember us yelling it as a class. It was 3. Just say no with an exclamation point in my past. I can agree to no punctuation, but not number 2 with a period. In this timeline, it's 1 and 2. No punctuation and a period. But the exclamation point I remember is nowhere to be found. You wrote
All right,
answer.
wait. It's nowhere to be found officially. Okay? I did find residue, but officially, this makes no sense. Officially, sometimes there's a period and sometimes there isn't. But I definitely don't remember the period.
Yeah, I don't remember anything after just say no. I don't remember a period or an exclamation point. It was just say no.
And as for the color, on your hats.
What?
I can't.
As for the color, it was only red number 3 in my past. It was only black when I saw it in black and white, but the main color of the campaign is green. Do you remember green?
Green, everyone. The opposite color of red on the spectrum.
Well, to that, I would have to just say no.
Yeah, just say no. No to green. No, I had a feeling green, says Philo. Stop it, says Sean. To go on.
The current reality is all of the above. Like I said, the official color was green, but you can find it in black, red, aqua, and blue-yellow as well. There were never other colors. It was just red/white with an exclamation point in my past.
And check out the period in the official
That
red
is
and
definitely
green one.
wrong. I don't remember that at all.
Mm-mm. Absolutely not.
I do remember it was the kind of campaign that would make somebody want to do drugs just because they were telling us not to. It was more like, no to you, Nancy.
So here's more current reality and lots of periods. And then sometimes there's none. And that doesn't make sense. This is a trademarked logo. Trademark means that you want it exact. You're not going to drop the period off sometimes.
No. Stupid.
Like Nancy's wearing the one with the period on her collar. It's on her microphone podium. And the green, never. I've never seen green ever.
No, me either.
So here's residue. I remember the exclamation point. I remember red. I don't remember the yellow on the button there or the orange, but it's red. It's got an exclamation point. I'm happy with it. It's fine.
What do you remember? Was it just red for you too? Or do you remember a different color? All these colors though. And do you remember punctuation? Let me know in the comments below.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have a campaign like that. Kids are gonna wanna, do the opposite. It was stupid, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Joe
says, wow.
Not that I agree with doing drugs, I don't, but it's just the kind of thing that'll make somebody want to do the opposite.
Yeah, because they'll get curious.
Yes, exactly. It opens up that can of worms.
Mm-hmm. Joe says, wow, it was black, red, and white, never green.
Did I share? Oh, yeah. It's ready to go.
All right, guys. This is the last one for the night, but there's a lot of questions. So thinking caps on. Here we go. I think I even say that in the words. I have several things to show you concerning dyeing of hair that may or may not be Mandela effects, but some of this is crazy. One of them could just be new, and one I am at least 75% sure is a Mandela. So thinking caps on, here we go. Question 1, yes or no? Did people paint pictures on their heads with permanent hair dye in your past? Do you recall people painting pictures on their head with permanent hair dye? Yes or no? Jeff?
That's just insane. Of course not.
Splatter is screaming no. You don't get that from Splatter very much. No green, says Renee, on a delay. Joe Bloor is a no. Only for the fantasy division and avant-garde hair shows.
Yeah,
no forehead painting, says Preliminal. No, but it's a great idea, says Manned Animal. You can go on.
It's something a bald person could do.
Hubert says, WTF, no. This is the new one that may just be something I have not seen before. But the oldest image I found was 2009. So like 15 years. All right? Long time people have been doing this. It appears to have started on buzz cut hair, like above, with simple shapes and patterns. Well,
I've never seen one person have this in real life.
I haven't either, and that's this would be common in a lot of the videos we see, like,
Yeah.
On some of the channels we watch. And yet I've never seen this. That's why I'm saying it might be a Mandela. There's more on the next slide.
To me, that's just an internet thing. If I haven't seen it in real life, it didn't happen.
Right, only Dennis Rodman, right, but not the other thing I'm about to show you. So these are more examples. Dennis Rodman again at the bottom, maybe, but again, this is nothing. This is nothing. All right, go on. Oh, this is also nothing. Go ahead.
I wouldn't call it nothing. I'd call it
Compared to what I'm
ridiculous.
about to say, yeah, but compared to what you're about to see.
Yeah.
But in the last few years, they are having iconic masterpieces from Degas, Picasso, Matisse, etc., painted on their heads, buzz cut or not. Is this new for you too?
I like what Dave the Damo said, or Damo, Dave the Damo.
Does it have a pronoun? Preliminal says many people I knew in the 80 to 83 range had buzz cut with dye color patterns. No hair dye, says Renee. Dennis Rodman for Sean.
Did Dennis Rodman do that? I don't remember that.
I remember blonde.
Yeah, he just dyed his hair blonde. That was it.
Renee says Detroit Pistons basketball player has a hairdo like that. Dennis Rodman.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, do you think we hopped into a timeline where this has been done for nearly 2 decades? Or do you think it's just a trend I never saw before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But here's some more if you want to zoom in and show them the detail of this hair.
Oh my God.
Like, again, Starry Night. Another Starry Night. Leopard. And I think there's more on the next slide as well. Yeah, these are the rainbow ones that look like they extend off of their hair, dripping down. This is another one I've never seen before. Doesn't mean that it's a Mandela.
Oh God,
Just
she's wearing a mask.
Well, the picture could be old too. I don't know.
She does have
like
a
you
pronoun.
had to go to a hairdresser at that point,
You know there are pronouns. There have to be pronouns.
Can you zoom in on the bottom left just so they could see the detail, like, of the hair? That's insane.
Absolutely hideous. It'd be cool if it wasn't hair. But it's ridiculous.
All right, we can go on.
Absolute insanity.
Next, I have a question about a dress-up item. I cannot say this is a Mandela effect because I was not born yet. But it may be for one reason, which I will get to in a minute. Yes or no? Especially if you were a little girl or had younger sisters in the late 1950s, early 1960s. But if you're not that old, just answer what you think. Yes or no? Do you recall dress-up plastic wigs? Not plastic hair, like doll hair, but molded, soft plastic rubber wigs. Yes or no?
So the wig is made of rubber or plastic?
Yeah. Like a hat. It's a wig.
So it doesn't have that like hair kind of
There's no hair.
texture to
It's
it.
molded.
Oh my God.
So that's a no
Maybe
for
for
you?
a costume, but that's it.
I remember them, says Benjamin. No, says Preliminal. Okay, just to be clear, I'm not talking about the image on the screen. Good. Wait, who's going to bed? It just jumped. Good night, Timothy man. Thank you for being here as long as you were. You're going to miss the good part. So make sure you come back and watch the end when you get up. Or, in the next couple days. Good night. Hey, General Sorrow.
Hey, General Sorrow.
Tyler says for the Glamour Boys music video from Living Color and a few TV shows, yes, I recall these pieces props. I'm specifically talking about for children, though, but...
I've seen that video, The Glamour Boys by Living Color, but I never noticed anything like what we're talking about here in that video.
Mandanimal says, no, Mom had wigs. They were in then, not these. I am 66. Thank you, Mandanimal. See, not sure, says Joe. No was fixed solid piece, says Benjamin. Yes. Wigged out Mandela effects, says Sean.
All right.
Tyler says, oh, okay, I misunderstood then. It's okay. Yeah, like Max Headroom, yeah. Which was Headroom for me. But yes. All right, let's show you. I'll show you.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it Headroom with... Not Headroom, right?
It was Headroom for me, yeah.
Yes, me too.
But it's always been Headroom.
Yeah, that's not right.
All right, neither is this. Again, may not be a Mandela. It just might be something I have never seen before. But come on. Why not just make cheap wigs with doll hair? This looks absolutely ridiculous. It is so shiny. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm going to show you kids wearing them, too. That's one solid piece. It's not hair. Like, there's one sitting on the ground by itself on the right. Do we see that?
Those are so dumb.
And there's kids. Can you zoom in on the top left and look at those kids wearing them outside? Like, look how shiny. I can't. That is so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
The only place I remember seeing anything similar was on like the Halloween costumes that were made of that all throughout. Like the masks.
I've never seen rubber hair. But
not rubber. No, me either.
Does anyone remember these? You can get play wigs for kids so cheap today. Was that not a thing back then? Do you think this could be a new timeline shiftiness or just something weird from back then that faded into obscurity? Because I honestly don't know. I've just never seen him before, and I had to ask. And there should be more pictures. Yep. Mm-hmm. The only reason I think this could be a product from another timeline, reasons are, one, it seems like only these were ever made, no other companies, but they sold them for at least a couple of years. And two, they didn't make cheap play wigs for kids then, not even for costumes. It just seems weird. Like here, look, can you zoom in on the top left? One's broken, just to highlight how it's plastic. Okay, now on to what I believe is a Mandela effect. It is two parts, but they fall under one question. In what decade do you recall people dyeing their hair unnatural colors for the first time? Please write the full year and decade. Example, 1985 or 1970s. So year or decade, 1985 or 1970s as an example. When do you recall unnatural hair colors like this being used for the first time? Or knowing about them using it for the first time? Either through TV, movies, whatever. So in the chat, My sister had a honeybee hair hoe in the 1970s, says Renee. Plastic and rubber for Benjamin. Wilma and Betty Rubble helmets. Yeah, that totally was made animal. I agree. No, there were no kid wigs. My sisters played with old adult wigs, says Made Animal. 1970 for the hair color for Benjamin. 80s, though they were redheaded black women in the 70s, says General Sorrow. And blonde. But those are natural colors. I'm talking about unnatural colors. I don't mean unnatural for, I mean like pink, blue, purple, green. That's what I'm
Colors
talking about.
you couldn't grow naturally. You had to dye it.
Yeah. 2000, Manda Animal says. Dennis Rodman says General Sorrow.
Yeah, I can't really honestly answer this one because, I mean, I saw it in the 80s, and those are my first real vivid memories of anything was the 80s. So wasn't around before that to know.
Right, but I'm talking about movies, TV, anything like that. So Joe Bloor says mid-60s. Sean Dent says late 60s. Wolfie says 80s. Dave the Damo says 2024. I'm not talking about the holographic one. Hubert says 80s, 85. Preliminal says increasingly after 1974, and then full on in 1980. Splatter says the 70s. My niece had some pink strands, General Sorrow. Let's see. My first grade teacher was so lovely and elegant. She was a retired model and wore her platinum blonde hair up in a beehive, French twists, chignons, and all that. She was lovely, says Philo. It started with Bowie in 73-ish, then became more common, says Preliminal. General Sorrow, I mean, blue-haired old ladies have always been around. So when you say always been around, since when? That's what I'm asking. Renee Cruz says 70. Philo says lavender and blue rinses toners go way back in hair history. Then give me a year, please, a decade. There is nothing new under the sun, so 100% says Wolfie. Oh boy, guys, you have no idea. All right, let's go on. You have no idea. I have heard of the occasional granny having pink or pale blue hair in my past. So I would have said 50s or 60s. And it's true that they were dyeing hair those colors back then. So the top left one is from a British television show. If anyone knows what it is, let me know. She's got blue hair in the top left corner. Lavender on the right, pink on the bottom left. Dame Edna says Philo. Maybe that's it. I know. It's okay, Dave. It's all good. There you go, Philo. That's what I was looking for. But I do not recall hearing or seeing that they dyed their hair green, purple, and young ladies going gray on purpose in the 60s and 70s. Do you? Like, I don't remember the vibrancy of the top right. I don't remember this being common in the 50s and 60s.
No.
I do know they did it, but I don't remember it being common. Possibly Paramar. That's what I was asking. I didn't know. And General Sorrow says yes. Thank you. You can go on. So here's some pictures, including a movie. I forget the name of it, but it stars Shirley MacLaine with pink hair. A woman with lavender hair on the cover of a magazine. A woman with pink hair. Two women with pink hair in front of their homes, where one's walking down the street, the other one's in front of her home, in the 60s. Lavender hair in the middle on the right, and like a peach colored hair on the top left in the 60s. Go on. Now, guys, how many of you in the chat knew that Nestle made hair dye? Be honest, yes or no. And Nestle made hair dye. What? Again, I was not born yet, but the candy company made hair dye. That's disturbing.
I feel like that's something we would have known about. Right?
Yeah, I would think. Mandela says no. Dave says no.
What did
Neat,
Hershey
says
make it
Philo.
to?
Huh?
What did Hershey make it to? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. They have made a lot of things. Yeah, but I've never heard of hair dye. I've never heard of non-edibles, actually.
No, quick bunny.
I can go on. I also have no memory of seeing women in the 60s with two-tone hair like this.
Absolutely
Natural,
not.
yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. Natural colors, yes, like you know, like a light brown to a blonde. I've seen that in the 60s
Right.
and 70s, but not this. Is this? Do you remember this in the 60s? Because I don't. Maybe for a costume, black with a white streak, but not, again, those are natural colors though. Women go white, you know what I'm saying? Like, not black with green. And the woman on the right, she is pink, blonde, I guess like a red, maybe even a little lavender going on, and the green flower in the front. Like, that's just insane.
The one on the top right is absolutely ridiculous.
Preliminal says for the 60s, very uncommon.
Yes.
Nestle uses the same color dye in their food. That would not be food safe.
Oh my God. No, I never saw this.
That's what I'm saying. The vibrancy is what's getting me.
Yeah, this
Like,
is a thing we would have seen.
It would have been a tint, not a full-on dye color in my past.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yep.
It's okay. And I definitely have never heard that it was a trend in the 1960s for boys to dye their hair pink.
No.
Is this new for you too? So again, this is only Britain. In the 60s, teen boys dyed their hair pink.
No.
New to me. Again, wasn't born yet. Next slide is the news articles. Pink hair makes hit with girls. Pink hair craze sweeps Britain. Latest in British styles. Pink hair for teen boys. No pink hair, no girlfriend in British town. Latest teenage craze in Britain is boys with pink hairdo. I've never heard of this. Anyone? Preliminal says no way. General Star says never heard of it. Modern hair trends, traveling back in time, and Mandela changing the past, says Joe War.
Yeah, there's no way that would have been cool. They would have been called sissy boys.
No, just no, says Splatter. Never, says Mandanimal. 33 in chat, says Philo Fire. Okay, go on, please. Going back to the question that I asked about the hair dye, the actual answer is the 1600s. I knew about powdered wigs, but I have never seen them powder their hair in pinks, baby blues, and lavenders. Have you? It was all whites, grays, blacks. I've never seen
No way.
historical paintings of people with pink, blue, and green hair.
No.
And no. So there's one right there. This woman has proofs of pink on her wig. Go on. WTF, says Wolfie. So we have lavender, a man with pink hair, and a woman with a different color pink hair. To be clear, the powder was used on hair and wigs from the 1600s on. They even use it today, especially in spray cans. And it can be seen in historic paintings. I'm calling Mandela on this. Never have I ever, have you? Like art history class, several years, never saw a single person in a painting with anything but natural colored hair.
Right.
Or wigs.
Definitely would have seen if it was a thing.
Yes, powder like George Washington would have been white or gray.
Right.
Not pink or lavender.
There's not a chance in hell. This is definitely a different reality kind of thing.
Go on.
What?
I'm telling you, it's everywhere. Can you zoom in on their faces so they can see the hair color better? Like one at a time. So we have a man with blue-gray. We have a woman with pink. A woman with straight up blue hair. We have a woman with pink. A woman with straight up blue hair. And then a man with straight up pink hair.
So now everyone was walking around like Marge Simpson now. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Sean says, nope. Some of color, says Benjamin. Never in my past. I've never seen this. Preliminal says new to me. George Blushington, says Sean Dent. Every picture I found of George Washington is still white and gray. He did not use color. Benjamin's a old history teacher. That would explain it. But I took art history. I'm telling you, I've never seen this. This is insane to me. I believe you, though. I believe that you have known about this.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. There's no way.
I don't either. While in some paintings the color is clearly visible, in others it's much more subtle. Blue is used sparingly or mixed to make a cool gray or blue-black. But the woman above added blue highlights, blue streaks to her hair. Can you zoom in, please? I've never seen that.
No.
In a historical painting.
They didn't do that back then in our reality.
And here's some of the powders.
Insane. Wow.
You could say it's creative choice by the artist who painted the portraits, but I disagree. People paid a lot of money for painted portraits, and they usually wanted the paintings to reflect reality. Though I will agree that it's possible that the subject could have asked for color enhancement, like, can you add a little bit of pink to my hair in the painting? You know, I could see that, possibly. But in most cases, they're going to want, they're paying a lot of money. They want it to look like them, you know? Here's lavender powders, all different color powders, a painting of someone, just to show you what they did at the salon. For different tones. Go on. Here's another man with pink hair. Regardless, I do not recall there being colored powders for wigs or hair back then. Only black, gray, white, natural colors. Maybe like a yellow for blonde, a brown for brown. You know what I'm saying? And I 100% never saw hair these colors in historical paintings before. Go ahead. Here is how some of these powders would have looked in real life. These are people wearing them over hair and wigs today. So the woman on the left used a lot of blue powder to make it blue. The woman on the bottom left. On the top left, with dark hair, she has blue on top of it, which gives it a blue tinge. And the woman on the right is using a yellow powder. or white powder, it's like flax in color. Here's a picture of Mary with blue hair. The Virgin Mary with blue hair. Purple pink hair wows conventions of cosmetologists in Raleigh. And this is the 1950s, by the way. 1955. New green hair tint has takers. So someone in Little Rock, Arkansas, invented a green hair tint. And it's going crazy in 55. I do not remember green in the 50s. It was pinks and blues. Now it's time for you to chime in. Is any of this new for you? Do you think any of this could be a Mandela effect? Or do you think these are just things we missed or never saw before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that is the end of our show for tonight. Jeff, is there anything you want to say before I do the shout out?
No, just want to thank everybody for watching, especially this late.
Yeah, it's almost 4 a.m. again.
And
well,
also,
hopefully, go on.
Also want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, since we won't be back till after.
Yes, that's why I was. That is why I was implying. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone in the USA. I know Canada is already celebrated, but happy Thanksgiving again. Let me see. We have Dave the Damo, Jackie McCarran, Philo Fire, Renee Cruz. Let's see. Sean Dent. Thank you again to Sean Dent. Let me get that back up on the screen. Let's see. I said Dave the Damo. Joe Bloor is here. Earlier we had in the studio, which is Michael Fontaine. Someone just went to bed. Help me. It's probably here.
Jennifer
420. Jennifer N just showed up. I'm asking because I can't see you. I'm at the top of the chat. Okay. Liminal's here. Let's see.
Who did you say? Who didn't you? I don't know.
Huberts is here. I said Dave the Damo.
Yeah, that I know. That you said. Renee Cruz.
Yep, I said Renee. General Sorrow.
R. Benjamin.
Yep, Benjamin. Timothy Mann. That's who went to bed.
Yeah.
Earlier, Christine was here. Mandanimal.
Joe Bloor.
I got Joe Bloor. Sean Dent, of course, on the screen.
General Sorrow. Paramarv.
Paramarv is here. I just got him on. I'm still scrolling. So many comments. You guys are awesome. Wolfie is here.
Huberts.
Got Huberts.
Let's see. I think we got everybody now.
Oh no. I know I'm missing people. You know it is. They're probably not in the chat anymore. It's what it is.
Yeah.
I said Philo, right? I said Splatter.
Oh, Sajarn.
Jose, Sagar Mandela Effect was here earlier. Jennifer M, yes.
Jackie McCarran.
Jackie McCarran, I did say.
And that's
everybody. Morgan. Isabella Live 2.0.
Yeah. Isabella.
That's Morgan, yeah.
Morgan, that's right.
Boston Ray was here very much earlier, like the third comment in the chat.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was. It had disappeared by then. That's why. Also, thank you again to Jeremy Orr for coming on the show. I know I missed some of you, so if I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. Hopefully, I said it in the shout out in the beginning of the show. And I'm sorry.
I don't think you missed anybody.
No, I mean earlier there were more names. Drew Duncan. See, I missed Drew.
You did.
Yep. I know I miss people. I know there are people here that I'm forgetting right now. All right, guys. Well, again, have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. And we will see you on Saturday because there shouldn't be any problems now. I hope you have a great week if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving. Have a great night, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving.
Smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube. Turn the strap off, 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 please turn it off. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I've seen this show about 1,000,000 times. Not even funny when I'm drunk or high. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I'm telling you now for the 100th time. To change the channel, this show is a crime. Why must we watch Friends? 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 That laugh track is so annoying to me. They wouldn't need it if the show was funny. Why must we watch Friends? 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 There's so much better ways to spend my day than watch TV sing down a cat so smelly. Why must we watch Friends? 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 Why must we watch Friends?